Lake Lanier shimmers, a sprawling expanse of turquoise and emerald green waters reflecting the vast Georgia sky. Sailboats glide across its surface, their white sails catching the wind like graceful birds. Laughter echoes from pontoon boats, families and friends, united by sunshine and the promise of a relaxing day. But beneath this idyllic facade, a darkness lingers, a history submerged yet palpable. Lake Lanier holds more than water. It cradles the ghost of a past deliberately drowned, a past etched in sorrow and injustice. The story of Lake Lanier is not just the story of a lake, it is the story of Oscarville, a vibrant community swallowed whole by progress and prejudice. Before the lake, before the whispers, there was Oscarville. Nestled amidst the foothills of the North Georgia mountains, Oscarville was a picture of rural prosperity. Fertile land stretched as far as the eye could see, a patchwork quilt of cotton fields and peach orchards. The Chattahoochee River, its waters then untamed and wild, snaked through the landscape, a lifeblood sustaining the community. The heart of Oscarville pulsed with life. Black families built their lives there, their histories intertwined with the very soil. Church bells rang out on Sunday mornings, calling the faithful to worship in grand wooden structures that spoke of faith and community. Oscarville was a place where neighbors helped neighbors, where doors were left unlocked, and where the aroma of freshly baked bread wafted through the air. But this fragile piece, this tapestry of life woven over generations, would soon be ripped apart, its threads scattered to the winds. The year 1912 brought a season of fear and suspicion to Oscarville. The alleged assault of a young white woman, Mae Crow, cast a pall over the community, shattering the fragile harmony that had defined life in Oscarville. Fingers pointed, whispers turned to accusations, and the long simmering racial tensions of the Jim Crow South reached a boiling point. Fear, an insidious poison, spread through the white community. Rumors, unfounded and fueled by prejudice, painted a distorted picture of events. The accused, a young black man named Rob Edwards, became a scapegoat, the embodiment of white anxieties and ingrained racial biases. A white mob fueled by rage and a thirst for vengeance descended upon Oscarville. Homes were ransacked, businesses burned, and black families, terrorized and fearing for their lives, fled into the surrounding woods. The exodus from Oscarville was swift and merciless. Families torn from their homes and their history were scattered to the winds. Some sought refuge in nearby towns, while others embarked on the Great Migration north, seeking a life free from the specter of racial terror. The lucky ones escaped with their lives, carrying the scars of Oscarville etched upon their souls. Oscarville, once a thriving community, became a ghost town. Empty houses stood as silent witnesses to the violence that had unfolded. Fields lay fallow, the land bearing the weight of unspoken stories. The Chattahoochee River, once a source of life and sustenance, now flowed past, a graveyard of memories, its waters reflecting a community shattered. The memory of their lost home, a bittersweet ache, fueled their resilience, a testament to the enduring strength of the human spirit. If you found this story moving, please like, subscribe, and share to keep the memory of Oscarville alive. The years following the racial violence of 1912 saw the slow, agonizing death of Oscarville. The town, once a bustling hub of activity, stood as a desolate reminder of the devastating power of prejudice. Nature, indifferent to human suffering, began to reclaim the land. Weeds choked once vibrant gardens, and the silence of the empty streets was broken only by the wind whistling through the trees. But even as Oscarville lay in ruins, a new chapter in its tragic story was about to be written. The U.S. Army Corps of Engineers, tasked with controlling the Chattahoochee River and providing water and power to a burgeoning Atlanta, set their sights on this forgotten corner of Georgia. A dam massive in scale would be erected, taming the wild Chattahoochee and creating a sprawling reservoir. The creation of Lake Lanier, a marvel of modern engineering, came at a steep price. The rising waters, cold and unforgiving, would consume everything in their path. Homes, churches, cemeteries, all would vanish beneath the waves, and with them the physical remnants of Oscarville, the tangible links to a painful past, would be erased. The town that prejudice had wounded, progress would finish off. The completion of the Beaufort Dam in 1956 marked the birth of Lake Lanier and the final submergence of Oscarville. The town, once a place of life, laughter, and sorrow, vanished beneath the depths, its memory seemingly lost to the currents of time. But the waters, vast and deep, could not erase the past entirely. Oscarville, like a stubborn ember, refused to be extinguished. Stories began to circulate, tales of strange occurrences, unexplained phenomena, and a pervasive sense of unease that clung to certain areas of the lake. Fishermen spoke of their lines snagging on unseen structures, of shadows moving beneath the surface, and of an oppressive silence that descended upon the water at dusk. Divers, venturing into the murky depths, returned with tales of submerged roads, foundations of buildings, and even tombstones, their inscriptions eroded but still visible. The past, it seemed, was not so easily drowned. As Lake Lanier became a popular recreational destination, so too did the stories of Oscarville spread. What began as local lore, whispered around campfires and shared among fishermen, gradually seeped into the public consciousness. The lake, a place of leisure and recreation, could not escape the weight of its history. The physical remnants of Oscarville, submerged beneath millions of gallons of water, became objects of fascination and fear. Divers, drawn by the allure of the unknown, sought to capture glimpses of the past, their underwater cameras capturing eerie images of a town frozen in time. Trees, their branches reaching up towards the surface like skeletal fingers, became silent sentinels, marking the locations of former homes and streets. The stories of Oscarville, once dismissed as mere superstition, began to resonate with a growing number of people. The racial violence that had led to the town's demise, though buried for decades, found new life in the context of the burgeoning civil rights movement. The stories persisted, woven into the very fabric of Lake Lanier. Tales of ghostly apparitions, phantom lights dancing across the water, and disembodied voices carried on the wind became increasingly common. Were these merely the products of overactive imaginations, fueled by the lake's dark history? Or were they something more, the restless spirits of Oscarville seeking recognition and remembrance? Fishermen reported their boats suddenly rocking violently, as if struck by an unseen force. Divers claimed to have felt unseen hands pushing them, their equipment malfunctioning without explanation. Lake Lanier remains a place of contradictions, a serene oasis built upon a foundation of sorrow and injustice. The laughter of children playing on its shores mingles with the whispers of the past, a constant reminder of the community that once called this land home. The story of Oscarville, once silenced by fear and indifference, has found new life, demanding to be heard, acknowledged, and remembered. As we stand at the water's edge, gazing out at the tranquil beauty of Lake Lanier, we must remember that the past is never truly gone. It lingers beneath the surface, shaping our present and influencing our future. By remembering Oscarville, by giving voice to the silenced and honoring the memory of those who were displaced, we begin to heal the wounds of the past. Only by confronting the darkness of our past can we hope to create a brighter future, one where communities like Oscarville are never again erased. If you found this story meaningful, please like, subscribe, and share to help keep these memories alive.